Starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening.
Absolute twat.
Good evening,
Hey guys.
everybody. Welcome to Movie Chat. And as you can see, it's little Steve's birthday. He is the oldest one out of the two of us. So, yeah.
This is official. I always was.
It's official. He's old. Just so you were aware, he didn't know I was gonna do that, but you should have seen his face in the studio downstairs when he down below
The studio downstairs. The studio down below. I can see his reactions just before you guys could. It's just hilarious. How's your week been? Yeah, all right, mate. To be fair, I've been at work and then I was off yesterday and today, so that's nice. I've got my 4 off now, so I would imagine if anything today is like anything to go by, I'll be doing even more bloody housework. I've been putting up curtains and stuff today, so we're getting there. But yeah, other than that, it's been all right, mate. You?
Yeah, not bad. It's been an interesting week this week. Monday didn't really do much. What did we do Monday?
What day was your tattoo?
Tuesday. Got tattooed on Tuesday, which is quite good. Like I said to you before we came in, at one stage there was a spare artist in there, and it's just like, do us a favour while you're not doing anything.
What time do the shops open, Steve?
Well, it turns out they open at 9 o'clock.
Oh, right, okay. It's a good job you weren't early then. Walking around like a loner.
Bloody Costa Coffee should have been open. You know, how are these shops meant to make money?
To be fair, that is pretty bizarre though, because something like that, you'd pick up your coffee before you went to work, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So I ended up in Subway and ended up with Subway coffee, and then by the time I got down there, Malky was just opening the shutters up about 8:30.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Hey to everybody, we're not ignoring you. Dave, the new Top Gun looks amazing. Who remembers Iron Eagle? Yeah, I do. But there are about 15 sequels to that film.
Yeah. So who have we got in then? We've got the Dave, we've got Shabba, Lana. Lana was laughing at the intro. I could hear her from here laughing at the intro.
I can't believe you did that, you bell end. Honestly. Well, actually, I can believe you did that.
Oh God!
Yeah, it'll come round. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm not silly enough to fall off my chair, mate. Don't worry.
No, you're right. I mean, we are branded movie twats now.
We are.
Hey, Duran. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Tonight's show, then, we're going to go through the homework. We're going to go through the year review, and then we've got a special guest joining us, roughly around about past. It's Lisa from Retro Girls UK. So if you like your movies, you like your pickup videos and stuff, do go and subscribe to her. But we'll let her have a chat as she joins on. Shall we make a start, Steve? Should we jump into homework?
Yeah, can do.
Yeah. Yay. Sorry, I was just making sure I didn't press the intro again. Right, so our homework movie was selected by The Wheel last week, and it was Bronson. Now, I have got a copy of this on DVD, so it was easy for me to find this week. Steve did admit that he had 2 copies of the film. Thank you, baby. He had 2 copies of the film. Oh, look at this. A brew and a chocolate bar. that he had 2 copies of the film. That doesn't surprise me at all in the slightest. He's got 2 copies of it. What did you think, Steve?
It's a dark movie, isn't it? It's. I mean, it's a bit of a trip as well. To be fair, some of the cinematography in it, if you like. But yeah, I like him as an actor anyway. I think he's great in a lot of things that he does. If he can get through a whole movie talking to himself in a car, on a phone, he's definitely a good actor. But yeah, he's not one of my favourites of him. But I mean, if you see the size of him in it, he's massive, isn't he?
Well, we used to live about 2-minute walk from the post office that he robbed.
Really?
In Little Sutton.
Wow.
Yeah. So he got 7 years for armed robbery, and then he spent 45 years in prison.
Wow.
So yeah, rapists and murderers have been released before he has.
That's true.
But yeah, I just love the film. I just think it's really, it's just a great film, and his acting in it is just absolutely superb. Especially the bits where he's in front of the theatre audience and he's just talking to what is just like a dead theatre, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. But there's a documentary on Channel 5, I think it is, where they're talking about one of the prisons, and they talk about Charles Bronson because he Wakefield prison it is, and they're talking about him because he was a big guest of the hotel, as he refers to it in the film.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I just remembered something, so I'm just writing it down before I forget. There we go.
What's that? Sell all my duplicates at CEX.
Yeah. Honestly, I was like, it's here somewhere, and then literally I looked up, and because obviously they're all a bit skew-if at the minute, I looked up and I was like, that's another copy of it. Bollocks.
So if you haven't seen Bronson, Little Steve's going to share his eBay in a bit because he's got 2 copies of it. Go and watch it. It's absolutely stunning film. The way it's been filmed is brilliant. Like I say, some of his one-liners, hence the title of the show today, Please Release Me. He's singing it as he's in solitary confinement. You know, that's the song that he was singing to the guards as they locked them up. There's other bits as well. Like you say, the way he gets ready for a fight, that scene where he locks up the prison librarian.
Yeah.
And he's just like, right, come on, douse me up. And he's like, what? Go on, butter me up.
It's a really trippy movie, isn't it? Okay. Oh, cheers. Who are you talking to there? Because obviously Steve's had a bit of a change around in his antibud, and then obviously I've got a new one, so hopefully both. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I need to create a bit more space, but I think I might need to get rid of some duplicates to do that.
Well, I needed to make space, so I got rid of books. I'm not getting rid of figures. Books were the things to go. So yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. So yeah, we've had to literally go out and buy another Wallace and Gromit Blu-ray because he saw mine, my son, and I've put a lock on the door. I put a lock on the top of the door, right? Thinking that'll stop him. It's only a hook one. No, he just gets the boxes from outside and stacks them up and then stands on it. It took him about 5 minutes to go, actually, I know what to do here. I was devastated.
Just electrify the door. You'll only touch it once.
Hey, Pat.
Hey, Pat. Evening. Yeah. Yeah, so if you've not seen Bronson, go and watch it. It's absolutely brilliant. And like I say, some of the one-liners and some of the quotes in it are absolutely brilliant as well. Dave said he's watched Sonic 1 and 2. Sonic 2 is supposed to be really, really good, isn't it?
I enjoyed the first one. To be fair, I thought it was okay. But I've not had a chance to see the second one yet.
Yeah.
I bet that's on a streaming site somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's jump into the year review, Steve, before our guests arrive.
Yeah, sure.
So the year for us to review was 1985. Like I say, I managed to get a top five, and some mentions. You know, I don't think I struggled, but
I definitely did struggle to get some this year.
I don't think I've seen as many of the films from that year that I should see.
Okay.
There was a few that I was looking at, and I don't think I've even heard of some of them. My top five, no particular order: Teen Wolf, Rocky IV, Young Sherlock Holmes, Spies Like Us, and Brewster's Millions.
You see, there's a couple of them I haven't heard of. Spies Like Us. I don't think I've seen that.
No, you need to watch Spies Like Us, mate. That's absolutely funny. And we mentioned The Last Dragon. Obviously, we reviewed that not so long back.
Yeah.
Weird Science, Commando, Rambo 2, and The Goonies.
Mm.
Now, there's one particular one I've not mentioned because I know you're going to lock your linen over it, aren't you, really?
Well, I mean, Commando's not in. Was Commando in there?
Commando's in there. It was in me mentions, yeah.
Just checking. Yeah, I've got a couple of sames. I've got Brewster's Millions. Really enjoyed that. I'm not going to do it in any order actually. Rocky IV, Commando, The Breakfast Club. I really enjoy. The Goonies.
Yeah.
As to be mentioned. One that I don't know if everybody's seen, but is definitely a favourite of mine is Clue.
Mm.
Hey, Rich. Hey, Z. Yeah, so I remember watching that years ago, and I really enjoyed it. So I've ever since I did pick it up on Blu-ray, and I watch it every so often.
Mm.
But Tim Curry in that is just top class. Hang on.
Okay, go on.
Wait for it. Teen Wolf. Just eat your chocolate. I think The Breakfast Club I did mention in that. I've actually wrote that down twice, so yeah, that's how good I enjoy that. So Teen Wolf, second one's nowhere near as good. And then the main one is obviously Back to the Future. It's got to be in there. It's got to be in there.
Worst movie of the year?
I don't think I was a fan of. Is it the Nile one or is it Romanced in the Stone?
The Nile, Jewel of the Nile.
Yeah, didn't like that.
Yeah,
hey, Matt.
No, I like Jewel of the Nile. I like Michael Douglas and I like Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
You know, two great actors. And like you say, Jewel of the Nile and Romance on the Stone sort of follow on. But they were also in War of the Roses and stuff like that, weren't they? They were in quite a few of them together.
It was one of those couples, wasn't it, where they sort of had a bit of chemistry, so they just get chucked in every movie together for
Yeah. Worst movie for me that year was Pee-wee's Big Adventure. 8 Pee-wee Herman. And when I saw that film was in that year, and I'm like, right, okay.
Yeah, that's definitely your one that you don't like.
Yeah. Actually, we'll bring Lisa on now from Retro Girls UK, and because she likes her films and she likes her collection, so we'll ask her about these highest grossing actors that you can't get. Maybe she might get them.
Oh, right, I see. Oh, the colour purple, yeah, Lainey. Hey.
Good evening, Lisa. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Good stuff. So for people that don't know about yourself and about your channel, would you like to introduce yourself to the masses?
Yeah, sure. But basically, we're the Retro Girls UK. It's me and my wife, Michelle. And we go out Blu-ray hunting, video game hunting, like charity shop CX and car boots as well. And we also do movie reviews and some unboxings as well. So it's a mixture of everything.
Okay, so my big question is, obviously I can see the collection behind you, and I've been watching your content back since I found you earlier on in the week. Have you got any duplicate Blu-rays?
Blu-rays?
Yeah,
Blu-rays?
Yeah,
Blu-rays?
in your collection. Have you got any
It
duplicates?
takes a piss of me so much.
I don't think I've got any duplicates of Blu-rays, but I do have a duplicate of Suicide Squad. I got the standard steelbook, and I think it's the 3D steelbook as well, the HMV one, and that one's still sealed. And Michelle keeps telling me, "Why don't you trade it in?" But I just can't for some reason. I just really can't.
So Michelle seems to be the calming influence on you when you're in the stores. Is that am I getting that vibe correct?
Yeah.
Right. So as you can see behind little Steve there, that he's got all his bookcases there. Believe it or not, that's just one film, but multiple versions of the same film
Shut up.
in all those 4 bookcases.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bookcases actually.
Yeah,
Great.
and 8 copies of Bronson. He keeps finding them every time. So I asked you to have a look at the year 1985 before you come on. Did you manage to get yourself a list of top 5 or?
Yeah, I did actually. Funny thing is, yeah. Where's the camera? I wrote it on my phone. I got memory like a fish, so I wrote it on my phone. So the first one is obviously Day of the Dead, the 1985 one.
Yeah.
I don't think I own that one. I think it was is it the 2006 version of Day of the Dead? I think that's the version I've got. And Police Story with Jackie Chan. I recently got that on Blu-ray, the Eureka title, which Michelle bought for me. It's unsealed now because I unsealed it on a video. And the next one, of course, it has to be Fright Night.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best vampire films out there. And then Nightmare on Elm Street 2, because I only really like 1 to 4. I don't really like the rest. I don't like the remake either, to be honest. And the last one is, of course, another classic, Back to the Future. We all got to love a bit of Back to the Future.
Do you know what? She's not coming on again.
I told you. Legend.
She's not coming on again. I don't see the fascination of Back to the Future.
You.
Right. Have you got a worse movie for that year? Did any of them jump out at you, like to say, I wish I'd never seen that, or?
I've seen a lot of bad movies in my time, but for me, bad movies can actually be a good movie. Like, everyone thinks it's a bad movie, but I actually love. I mean, if you've seen like my videos, you'd probably see all the like B-rated horror movies that I love. I love stuff like that. You know, like the shark films, and you can tell it's not real.
Funnily enough, I'm glad you've mentioned that, because there's a good B-movie horror movie that you need to watch.
What's that then?
Rubber. It's about a killer tire.
Movie ever made.
It's the best killer tire movie you'll ever see. That's the tagline on it.
Never heard of that one.
It's to be fair, I actually enjoyed Rubber.
Is that actually a film? Is that actually a film?
Yeah.
Google Rubber. It's about a killer tire.
So we started doing these movie chats on a friend of ours' channel, and he was into B movies, so he was going around picking up B movies, and we got tasked with watching this particular movie. So we all ended up getting hold of it, and anyway, just to take the mix, Steve sent him a tire, an actual tire in the post, which he's ended up moving out, and I've ended up moving it with him, which his wife weren't happy about. But one of the other YouTubers a couple of weeks back from America had been talking about horror movies, and I mentioned it, so he literally went out and bought it, didn't he? But he couldn't, because my name on my normal channel is Oliver-Ian07. He couldn't pronounce my name because it's all one word. It was all one word.
2 seconds.
Oh, here we go.
It's either Oliver Ian 07 or Oliverian 07 or Oliver Ian 07. Whatever the case is.
He's now Oliver Ian instead of
Oliver
Will.
Ian.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen that. Or let's Monkey Thrifter said there's another one, Zombievers.
Oh, I've got that Zombievers up there. I got it from Cast Generators at 20p.
Wow. Yeah,
How
we've got that. 20p.
20p. Right. Okay. I thought you said 20 quid. Then I was going to say. Right. So we're still in the middle of the year review, Lisa. So usually at this point, I ask them for the top 4 highest grossing movies of that year or highest grossing actors of that year. And he struggles with this. So I wonder if you're any better at it. So if we go highest grossing actors of 1985.
Well, I'd assume that Arnold Schwarzenegger would be one of them, wouldn't he?
He's not in the top 4.
Is he not? What about Sylvester Stallone?
No.
Michael J. Fox?
No.
Dolph Lundgren?
No. Think of your... Okay, I'll give you number 4. Okay, so number 4 was Kathleen Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll give you Kathleen Turner. Now, the other 3, think about your films and who was in a lot of films early 80s. No, Jean-Claude, what's his face is not on in there. No.
Jean-Claude, what's his face? Nice one, lady. Michael Douglas, as Joanne said.
No, Michael Douglas is not on there. No.
Kirk Douglas?
No. Bruce Willis? No.
I think that's just before Bruce Willis, that I think. It's a difficult one, this, because there's loads of decent actors. Like I say, you've got Michael J. Fox that was in 2 movies, as well as a TV show at the same time.
No, he's not in there. Mel Gibson's not in there. Robert Englund's not in there.
John Candy?
No. So number 4 was Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Dan Aykroyd. Number 2 was Clint Eastwood.
Oh,
And
yeah.
number 1 was Chevy Chase.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. It'd be the first one.
Because he was in Vacation, I think, that year.
Yeah.
Or European Vacation, something like that.
And he's in Spies Like Us, and he was and I think wasn't Call Me Al around about then as well, because he was in the video for Call Me Al, wasn't he, Chevy Chase?
Yeah.
Top 4 highest grossing movies for that year. Now, bearing in mind, we have mentioned 3 of these.
Rocky 4?
Rocky 4, yeah, number 4.
The Breakfast Club?
No.
The Goonies?
No.
Back to the Future.
Yes, number 1.
Nice one. Number 1?
Number 1. You all fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Commando?
No. Think of the other one. Not Commando, but the other one.
Rambo 3, Rambo 2?
Rambo 2, yeah. And last but not least, the one that no one's mentioned at all this evening.
One.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, no way. Did I miss that?
Beverly Hills Cop is down as the 2nd highest grossing movie of 1985. And to believe it or not, we all missed that, even when we were looking at our top 5s. And Sidney Pollack was the best director for Out of Africa. Now, he didn't win the award in 1985. Lisa, before you put me on this, little Steve gets a bit pedantic that the movie that wins in 1985 is not from 1985, so I have to go the year after to get that winner. So, yeah.
So, go on, Lisa. Tell us, how did you get into movies then? And collecting?
I've been into movies all my life, really. I think it probably started when we all used to love VHS.
Yeah.
I actually still collect for the VHS. I've got them in the cupboard. I've got about 50 of them. And a video player as well. And And then after a bit, I just stopped collecting. I didn't really have many DVDs or anything. I didn't even know what a Blu-ray was, to be fair. But then when I got with Michelle and I moved in here, I realised what Blu-rays were, because I thought back then each Blu-ray would probably be like £20 each. I didn't realise that CX sold them for about 50p of a pound. So I think it was more Michelle really that motivated me to collect movies, because I do love movies. I just didn't really want to pay the price. I didn't really know what Blu-ray was back then. And now I collect for every format, from the VHS all the way to 4K.
Very nice.
So
fair enough.
So you do a lot of like unboxing videos and unpacking videos and stuff like that. So it's not just stores that you go around, the charity shops and stuff like that. You do a lot of online buying as well, I take it.
Yeah, especially from places like Amazon, Zavi, and if you watch my videos, you'd probably notice that some of them don't really go to plan. Like when I ripped the J card off the new Matrix.
Oh, you did, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that got amazing views. That got over 600 views, and for me, because I've only got 200 subs, that was like a lot of views for me, and I just couldn't believe how crazy it was.
Well, it's all right. You're on 234. We're on 197. So
you passed us something.
You're doing better than we are. You're doing better than we are.
We've had a couple like that. I mean, one of the videos that I did recently with the Steelbooks. What's that on now, Steve? Is that about 700?
836. I was looking before.
Bloody hell! So because we literally just moved into this house, I was packing my stuff away, and I said I'd do a Steelbook video. So I put it together for about half an hour or so, I think it was. I just thought a few people would watch it, but he's got loads of views. What's that?
41 minutes you did it for.
Yeah. Well, it was actually my second time of doing it, because like literally I got to like half an hour in, and my son came banging up the stairs, and I was adamant I didn't want to edit it, so I ended up doing the whole thing again. But yeah, we've had some videos that have been done really, really well, haven't we? Yeah. So
he was laughing at me the other week because he sent me a little message to say my video is now outscored yours, and I literally just posted the video of Will Smith at the Oscars, and I went, not anymore.
I've done a little short about the Holy Grail, the Monty Python. It was just a little short, and it went mad. And I was like, "Oh, mate, look, I've got this amount." And before he'd even messaged me back, he puts this video out of Will Smith, and it just completely obliterated it, didn't it? I was devastated.
So, if I put you on the big screen now, would you able just to pan around your collection a little bit? Let us have a look what you've got there for those that haven't seen you before, or
yeah, it's behind me actually. I'll just lift this up.
Yeah.
Bloody hell!
Hold on, all up there, and it goes up there as well, and then down there. That's where the 4Ks and PS4 games, Steelbooks. And then Michelle's got there she is. And then there's the wall there that you've probably seen most of the videos, a PS2 collection.
Wow, that's cool.
Up there as well, PS1 games up there, and then up there above the door, that's where the box sets are, and we keep some box sets there as well above the window. So yeah, it goes all around the room.
Sorry, Michelle, I'll take you off big screen now. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of catching up to do, Steve. If that's what if we're competing against.
I don't know. I feel a bit under pressure now. Although I'll tell you what, I said to you, I'd said about wanting to get the Halloween collection, but obviously the ones that are available are the ones in the US. I don't particularly want an A region A. Anyway, I went into a charity shop the other week, Steve, and I noticed that they had a couple of Halloweens for like £4 for £1. So I picked up these DVDs. Then I went in a few days later, and there was some more of them. Anyway, it turns out I was missing 2, number 4 and number 6. Anyway, when I was sorting out the DVDs in this house, I realised that I've already got one of them. So I'm just missing, I think, number 6 now. I couldn't believe it that I actually had number 4 just on a random buy that I picked up. So yeah, I'm chuffed with that.
Yeah, I'm not really a collector of physical media. I don't really have many Blu-rays or whatever else. I've only got like a very short collection. I'm more into the figures and the statues and stuff. Yeah, but looking at that, I think I might be persuaded to sort of start building out. The wife only lets me have this room that we're in now as the spare room. If I go outside the door with any of the collection there, I think she'll kill me. So I am quite limited for space at the moment on our side. What's Laney asking here? There we go. Can whoever pull up your shelves? These are coming around. There you go. Who was your handyman or handywoman?
It was actually Michelle's dad, because we live with her parents and he's done all of our shelving for us. But Michelle did promise that she'll have no more shelves in this bedroom because it's full as it is. We probably got like the odd space in the corner. I know she does want one more shelf because she's been buying what's it called now, like Sesame Street Muppets plushies, and she's got some over there as well. So she wants a shelf like for plushies, because at the moment we've completely run out of room. We even had to unbox all of our pop figures as well, because there was up there above the door at one point, but then we moved them and we put the boxes up there because we completely ran out of room, so we had to unbox them in the end. The only one that I didn't unbox, I don't know where it is, but it's like a Batman special edition one and a Pitch Perfect one. Them two are the only ones I didn't unbox.
No, I've seen your video about you unpackaging the Batman. What did you think of the film?
I didn't mind the film. I think for me, Robert Pattinson is probably up there with Michael Keaton. I think it's more the length of the film for me. That's why I struggled, because it was quite a slow movie to begin with, and then towards the middle, towards the end, it got really good. But I don't think Michelle loved it, so she'll probably pre-order it. But I don't think I'd rush to pre-order it for myself. But
See,
I really did love that figure, though. That figure was really nice.
I prefer the figure than the film. I wasn't really a big fan of the film, if I'm honest. They seem to take the scenes to a particular point and stop. So a good scene could have been a great scene, and it just didn't live up to what it was meant to be for me. And yeah, I rushed to the pictures to see that as well, and it was just like I wish I hadn't done that now. Shab is asking Lisa, with the wrestling belts behind you, who's your favourite wrestler and why?
My all-time favourite wrestling is Randy Orton. I have been to see him wrestling a couple of times. I normally sit at the front because that's where, you're really close to the wrestlers. And this one time I went with like a Sheamus t-shirt where I broke it on, and because I was literally at the front after the show finished, he signed my t-shirt for me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I think I've been about 3 times now, but I do really want to go again because I know Michelle wants to go because she's never been before.
I think there's a big event just been announced for, I think, Cardiff or somewhere like that.
Yeah, I've seen that on Facebook. Yeah,
I'd love to go and see a WWE event. I still watch it now. I still watch the highlights and clips and stuff like that. I won't pay for Sky, so I can't watch it, or BT Sport or whatever it's on now. I won't pay for that, so I can't watch it live anymore. But yeah, were you shocked to see Cody Rhodes back WrestleMania?
Yeah, I was actually, because the last time I saw him, he was in AEW, wasn't he, with his wife?
Yeah.
So, and because he cussed WWE before, I'm really surprised that they actually took him back. But I think because most of the wrestlers now are going to AEW, so they're struggling for wrestlers at the moment. I think that's probably the main reason why they had him back.
Well, I was surprised after the whole Triple H smashing his throne sort of thing when AEW went live.
They're not going to turn down money. I mean, he generates money for them.
Yeah.
And his dad was a big figure in
part of WWE. Yeah. Chris is asking a question that we've already asked you earlier on this evening. And the reason for this is that Chris is responsible for putting Little Steve's Blu-rays on the shelves when we moved house recently. Do you have any like duplicates of the same titles or anything like that? And I know you've already mentioned the steel books.
You know what? Ever since I've just seen that question, it just reminded me actually. Because I've got, you know, the new screen. So I've got the new screen on 4K Steelbook, and I've also got the double pack as well on 4K.
Yeah, I saw that in Morrison.
Yeah. And I got the original one on 4K Steelbook. So I think it's just the screen ones that I do double up on. Probably the Burbs as well, because the Burbs is my all-time favourite movie, and I've got that on DVD, Steelbook Blu-ray somewhere, and I've got it on VHS as well.
And you call yourself a fan, Dave. I don't know. With you looking at the figures and the films and stuff, is there any particular figures that you would like to purchase that you've not seen or that are just out of your price range or anything like that? I often walk into like Forbidden Planet and have a look at the statues and then just walk out because I can't afford the month's wages.
Oh, you didn't walk out, did you? You didn't though, did you? You walked out with the figure and a lot lighter on your money as well.
For your figure, I did, but there's often I walk into Forbidden Planet and walk back out. Yes, you're right. But is there any figures there that you'd like, or any characters that you've seen that you've got your eye on?
Yeah, there's quite a few actually. I mean, I do the same as you. I walk into Forbidden Planet, have a look around, dream about it, and then walk back out. Like with the have you seen the Power Ranger helmets, the big helmets in Forbidden Planet in the cabinets that are like £1,000? I keep looking at them, and I really do want to own one at one time. I also want, you know, the Ghostface figure. You know, the one that you open up.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I've seen that a few times as well for about £40 or £50. And I really want that one as well. But I think it's just mainly Ghostface and Power Ranger figures for me.
Some of just so you know that a lot of our viewers are resellers on eBay and stuff like that, and they sell stuff. So Chris does quite a bit on the movie stuff. But Z, who's in the chat this evening, he's got his own toy shop, onlycoolstuff.co.uk. Have a look on there. He's got some really good stuff and some good figures there. And they are quite reasonably priced. What
was that website called?
Onlycoolstuff.co.uk.
Okay, I'll put that on my notes.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Have a look on that, and like I say, he's quite reasonably priced. And you get some of the retro figures in and some of the newer figures and stuff like that. And so yeah. Have a look and see if there's anything on there that you'd like.
I typed in hot toys on Facebook last night on Marketplace. God sake, there's so many of them. Absolutely awesome. People selling the collections, and they want to sell the collections all at once. I'm like, Jesus Christ, if you're spending thousands on it, it'd be ridiculous. Shabba says he's been watching Royal Rumbles from the early 90s.
Yeah. Funny enough, they've been coming up on my suggested videos as well, the full Royal Rumbles. I've
been getting a lot of old videos pop up from people that I'm subscribed to for some reason. At the minute. Happy birthday, Martin. Martin says his birthday as well.
You like your cartoon, anime stuff as well, don't you? Is there any of the anime stuff that you watch now that you'd like to see a live action film being made, and who would you like to see star in it?
Well, I can't really say Pokemon because they did Detective Pikachu. Probably Beyblade or Yu-Gi-Oh for me, because I still collect them up there. I got Yu-Gi-Oh on Blu-ray, and I collect a few Beyblades because they bring back so many memories, especially when I was a kid. You know, the Beyblade little spinny tops in the cereals and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm not sure who'd be best to play in them, but probably someone like Danny DeVito, because I really do like Danny DeVito, especially in Hercules, the animated Hercules.
What's your view on people like Harry Styles playing Star Fox and things like that? Would you like to see your pop idols play Beyblade characters or Ash or someone like that?
Harry Styles, that's the one from One Direction, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Not really sure about him because I've seen him in an episode of iCarly from Nickelodeon, and his acting was so terrible. So I'm not really sure if it'd be good or not. I'd like to see someone like probably Kelly Clarkson, because I really do like her. Probably Cheryl Cole as well. I think she'd be good.
You want a Geordie Beyblader?
Yeah. Something a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
it is.
Whereabouts are you, Lisa, currently in the country?
You what, sorry?
Whereabouts are you? Whereabouts are you based? Whereabouts do you live?
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
You can't talk football with this one, Steve. She's from Birmingham. It's either Villa or Wolves, isn't it?
No. I support Liverpool, and I know he's got a Man City t-shirt on, so I keep looking at it.
There you go. Point proven. All Liverpool. Liverpool. You can't talk football with these two. Right.
He's the only genuine Scouser in the room, don't worry.
I'm not a Scouser. Don't. Right. Anyway, we won't go into this. Right. So we'll move on to the next segment, Lisa. Okay. Now, the next segment's pick up of the weeks. Now, this is where we usually share the stuff that we've picked up either in charity shops or CEX. So feel free to join in. And like I say, don't forget, most of our viewers have never seen or some of them might. I don't know. But feel free to pick something up and show us, and we'll run the VT now. Okay, so we'll start off with myself because mine's only a small pickup. So we went to the boot sale on Sunday, and we actually sold. So we got up in the morning, and I was like, Delana, should we go and sell at the boot sale this week instead of picking up? And we went, and we actually bumped into AMPJ again and had a good chat with him. So my pickups really was Rain of Fire. So if you remember, Steve, I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago when we were looking at the year. Was it early 2000s, wasn't it, Rain of Fire?
Yeah.
And I couldn't leave this one behind.
There was no way you should have left that behind. No way.
I had to pick up Spaceballs. Now,
when did that happen? Now.
As you know, I'm a big Star Trek fan, big Star Wars fan, and this just takes the piss out of them both, and I love it. I just couldn't leave that behind. They were only £1 each. I did nearly pick up a Spider-Man Blue Steelbook, Steve, Far From Home. Really nice case.
Was it one like I've got?
It was the Spider-Man chest. Black in.
Yeah.
Spider-Man chest. The woman wanted £5 for it, but I just couldn't bring myself to spend £5 on it after I spent £6 on a Postman Pack cookie jar.
Right, okay.
So Lana's keeping the cookie jar, and I got my Blu-rays. But yeah, it's definitely a buyer's boot sale. Everything's dead cheap. Everyone's expecting things dead cheap. So if you're going to pick up lots of Blu-rays, lots of DVDs, that's definitely the place to be. Is West Kirby boot sale. Steve,
Kathy. Sorry, say that again, mate.
You want to go next?
Yeah, can do, yeah. So I got obviously a few bits this week. So as I said to Steve earlier on, because my little one spotted my Wallace and Gromit Blu-ray, he's been obsessed about coming in the room and getting in. So we've managed to. My wife picked up another one, which is a 30 tracking years. So I'm hoping, because he hasn't seen this front cover, he doesn't know it's in here. So that's getting put to a side. A couple of others picked up. I got the Death of the Nile. Now I got this from CEX for like £12, but I noticed they're thin boxes. Anyway, when I went into went into Morrison's. They have, for some reason, they have brought these out in thin boxes. So fair enough. Couple for the collection. Looker, which is a HMV Premium Collection from 1981. Arrow, some more Arrow. I've got Ronin with a nice sleeve on it. It's a good movie. I've not seen this before, but I've picked it up anyway from CEX, which is a Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme steelbook, which is nice. I got the Exterminator from Arrow. Apparently that's a bit cheesy, so I'll give that one a go. I picked up Iron Man 2 on steelbook. Obviously, I've got the original Iron Man on steelbook, so I found that, so I picked that up. I got the original Batman on steelbook. Yeah,
now, I saw that being released. Ultra, is it 4K Ultra in Asda?
Yeah. I don't want to ruin these pieces of blooming paper things that come with them, but it's nice. Yeah, what's that?
Chris picked up on that as well.
Yeah, it's not. No, so
it's a sleeve. It's a sleeve.
That's a sleeve. It's not a lenticular cover. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Hey up. There's one for you, Lisa. I picked up this week.
That's awesome. That is.
Which is Arrow collection. It is the reversible cover, but I weren't sure. I like that particular cover, so I left it on as it was. But yeah,
I prefer that side as well.
I am in two minds now because I've noticed I've got Weird Science, the 30th edition over there, but I've noticed there's an Arrow version, so I might have to pick that up. So a couple more. This has got a bit of a story to it. So this one, which is the Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom.
Best remake of a film ever.
Steelbook. So I go into CEX, right, and I think at the time I was picking up the Iron Man 2, and there's a guy in there that goes in well more than I do, which says something. Anyway, he stood there and he's talking away. He's like, "Oh, picking up that." He said to me, "He was like, oh, I'm picking up this Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom." Says it's only £8. I was like, "Oh right, brilliant. That's good, isn't it?" And yeah. He's got the 3D version, the normal Blu-ray, and the 4K. I was like, "Oh god, 4K for £8?" So yeah. So it'll look really good in my collection. Anyway, I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted that he'd got a 4K for £8. Anyway, I went in the next day and he's traded it back in again. So I was like, right, I'll have that. And then this one, I asked the wife for my birthday. So she picked it up for me. Cheers, Alfie.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So this is like a special edition with... it's only come in these, to be fair. But you've got My Generation, which is a documentary about the times and the movie itself. I love the movie. I think the second one, the remake's all right with Jude Law in, but the original's classic. So, but yeah, she got that off Amazon for me. So that's one of my birthday presents, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, Lisa, do you want to have a quick show and tell?
Yep. Well, mine aren't as spectacular as yours because I've only got 3 pickups this week. But
I know any of them.
the first one is it's a book. It's like a vintage book, and it's He-Man and the Memory Stone. Where's the camera? There's the camera.
Wow!
Yeah, so we're into like the vintage style books. Like we want to collect the rest of them as well.
Yeah.
The next one is on DVD. It's still sealed, and it's from HMV. Teen Titans Go! See Space Jam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it comes with a nice slip cover as well. I absolutely love Teen Titans and Space Jam, so I thought I'd buy this to see what it's like.
Now, is it a cover, a sleeve, or what do you call them? Is it a cover or a sleeve?
I call them slip covers. What do you call them?
It's a sleeve.
It's a lenticular cover when it is a lenticular cover, and it's just No, we'll have this.
Steve, you are aware you're not actually on camera.
No, I can hear me now.
Sorry, Lisa. Go on. We'll explain in a minute. Go on.
Okay. And the last one, this is probably the find of the month, probably. And it was £4, and I found it in a charity shop, and it's the Mask on Steelbook.
No, that's awesome.
Isn't that amazing? I think
That's
this
a great
deserves
pickup.
a sequel. So I'm
That
not really
where was that from?
I can't remember what charity shop it was now. I think it was, I can't remember, either YMCA or Sue Voida, one of them.
Wow,
Yeah, the Mask.
that's amazing.
Yeah, so they're my 3 pickups of the week.
Yeah, I think you've topped us there with that mask one.
Jesus.
So, I put a little video out about my collection, right? And I'm not a big sleeve fan. I don't like the cardboard sleeves or the slip covers or whatever you call them. So the only comment that this bell end makes is it's not a sleeve, it's a blah 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 blah. And I'm like, right, okay. So what do you call it, Steve?
A lenticular cover.
Now, isn't lenticular something to do about playing a trick with the eye? One eye sees one thing and the other eye sees another?
No, you said it's like a 3D cover, and it's a lenticular cover.
Yeah, but it's something that plays a trick on the eye, so it's to do with the eye. So it's,
Right,
it's
okay.
for a cover. So we were arguing over really the word cover or sleeve, and what do you call them? So I say it's a sleeve. He's saying it's a cover. Chris says it's a sleeve. Even Steve said it was a sleeve before when he was showing
Hey,
his thing off. I think he forgot his own argument. Yeah.
I don't know. That's the way I call them. If it's a cover that's got the lenticular on it, then it's a lenticular cover. That's my thingy of that. But yeah, speaking of books, I don't know sure if I've shown these before, but obviously I was going through some of my boxes when I was unpacking. I'm not sure if I've shown you that, but I've got a Roger Rabbit annual. It's pretty cool. And I found, you might like these.
Yeah, they're awesome, they are.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
I'll put them on my shelf.
Kathy, just to explain, the homework movie was Bronson. And there's a scene in the film where he's locked up in solitary. He's singing to the guards, "Please release me, let me go." And so that's why I've just called the show "Please Release Me." It's just a great scene in the film. Yeah, fancy sleeve. Well done, Joanne. Yes, fancy sleeve. Either way, it's going in the. I don't keep.
So I think one of the most important questions we need to ask Lisa is, for you, and this is very important, is it Con Air or Face Off?
Which one's the better film?
Face Off.
See, your comments about Back to the Future have been redeemed with that one. All right.
Well, do you like Face Off then?
I love Face Off, and I think it's the better film between Con Air and Face Off. And I did do a video comparing the two. Little Steve prefers Con Air.
We had a debate about it, and then he put out a video of his own, with his own opinion, that nobody could argue. Thank you for saying that one straight. So what you're saying is that, there we go. So what are you saying is little Steve is very particular for a lenticular? Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm glad you enjoy Face Off. It is quite a good film. There is talk about remaking Face Off, and I don't know how I feel about that. They're not remaking Con Air because it was shit the first time round, so there's no point in remaking it. But yeah, remaking Face Off, and like you say, they're remaking some of my favorite films at the moment. We spoke about The Crow last week, and I'm not a big fan of that idea either.
Yeah, I watched that. You see, this documentary, but I say documentary, 2-part documentary being brought out on Netflix about Jimmy Savile. I sat and watched that the other day. That was a bit strange. You watched anything decent this week, guys?
I've been binge watching ER really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought the box set recently, so I've been binge watching that because I haven't watched it for years. But I never seem to get past season 6, so I'm determined to get past it. And also, I passed my theory test as well today.
Oh, congratulations!
Congratulations.
Yeah, 4 times. 4 times it took me.
Are you ready for your practical or?
I've been ready for ages for the actual test. It's just this theory test that I couldn't get past. And then as soon as I passed this morning, I rang my instructor straight away. And he says that we're going to discuss test dates on my next lesson and stuff like that. So fingers crossed the driving test doesn't take me 4 attempts as well.
Shabba's going where no man should ever go again.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm
ever
just interested to see if anybody had seen it.
No, I haven't seen it, and to be fair, it's not one that's on my watch list to be seen. And it's not that I'm not interested in that or anything like that. I think it's going to be one of those one-sided documentaries again, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is that you've obviously got so you've got at least one, if not a couple, of the victims on there.
Yeah, but you have victims with Michael Jackson, though. They turn out.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't think it's as one-sided though as Michael Jackson's, to be fair. But it is very evident that, like the BBC and a few others, they didn't do a lot about it. That's the reason why I wanted to watch it, because I wanted to see what that sort of stuff was about and whether or not, you know, he was larger than life. He was bigger than a lot of the people in the BBC. You know, and it was evident, and I think that's why I was interested to see just how that possibly could happen. You know, but it was just one of those things I should have done this week. I mean, we sat and watched Meet Joe Black last night because it was on at like midnight. I put it on for half an hour and we ended up sat there watching it, which is a good film. But I think Anthony Hopkins is great in that.
Netflix are going through this stage of bringing all the old films back. I was watching The Hunt for Red October the weekend.
Yeah.
Quite enjoy that one. What else have I watched this week? Oh, Star Trek. A lot of Star Trek.
A lot of Star Trek.
A lot of Next Generation. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. It's just bang it on, off you go. But we've been off. Like I say, I didn't watch anything on Tuesday because I was getting tattooed. Didn't watch anything on Monday because we were out. Sunday we were at the boot sale. Yeah, just Star Trek. Just a lot of Star Trek.
I know I meant to tell you, I went into one of the charity shops in town today, and they've got looks like they've got all the Star Trek movies, but like in like a DVD special editions, like £1 each. I didn't think they were worth picking up, but because I think I've got the box set anyway of the movies, but it was like special. They must be like double disc special editions.
No, there you go. Lana's correcting me. We watched Insidious 3 and 4.
Yeah.
We've watched the new Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh, any good?
It's your typical Conjuring universe movie. There's a lot more storyline than Insidious, for example. Insidious, yeah. It's a lot of jump scares and stuff like that. We watch Insidious 4 because obviously the new Insidious is coming out and no one really knows much about that. But I don't know how they're going to do Insidious 5 because obviously she's dead, isn't she? She died at the end of 1, so she's already dead in 2. So the next ones go back before that. So it's all to cock. New Conjuring, yeah, it was all right. But it's the same again, mate. There's only so many of their stories that you can film and base it on, can't you? Could you not watch TV while you were getting tattooed? Probably, but I do talk to my artist when
which is why he gets nothing done.
He's a big film nut and a big Star Trek nut. But like as I was explaining to little Steve before, at one stage, one of the other artists was free for an hour, so I got him to do another piece of work for me. So at one stage, I was lying on my back like Jesus, and he had 2 artists working on either arm. So watching films and TV while getting tattooed, it's not really something I do, unfortunately.
Is there any movies or TV shows that you're looking forward to watching, Lisa?
Not really. Probably The Lost City for me, because I know I think it came out today, didn't it, or tomorrow?
That's supposed to be really good. Is that the new Sandra Bullock one?
Yeah, and Fantastic Beasts as well. I'm going to watch that. But there's nothing really that I'm looking forward to. Probably Halloween Ends and Scream 6 when it does come out. But the same with you, Steve. I've got like a movie tattoo as well at the back of my neck. I've got Batman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool.
Very nice.
Is it Batman, or is it the logo, or?
It's the logo. You know, when it's got like the yellow background to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was looking, because I've got space up here that I'm getting me Everton badge covered, because it's getting old now and it looks old. So at one stage I was looking at getting like a cityscape with Batman stood on the ledge with the bat signal getting pumped up, and I was looking at that. Kathy's asking to see your tattoo.
But my tattoo?
Yeah.
Hold on then. Hold on. Oh shit. Can you see that?
Like a pro.
Yeah, like a pro. I need some assistance. I don't know if they can see that. Hold on.
2 seconds. Let me get you on.
God, can't you see? There.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So it's not a small one then, no.
No, because the reason why I had it there was the reason why I had it at the back of my neck, because I was planning on having the Justice League logos going down my spine, but then I had a back injury, so the Batman is the only one that I can have at the moment. But I am hoping to have the Flash and Aquaman going down my spine, so that's what I'd like to get done.
So I take it you're more DC than Marvel then?
Yeah, definitely, because I just find it more darker, more mysterious. I think that's why I enjoyed Morbius, because it's like a dark Marvel movie, and
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's really good. We haven't had a dark Marvel movie for quite some time now, but I do prefer DC over Marvel.
I didn't like Morbius.
Have you watched it? Have you?
I started watching it, and I got about 30 minutes in, and I was just like, this isn't for me. No. No, to be honest with you, Nem and Neil, sorry. I got it done as soon as I was 18. I'm turning 40 this year. Little Steve's already 40, by the way, just to get that around.
Put it out there, yeah?
Yeah. And it's just looking old and tired and stuff like that now. So it is something I've got to get covered over. Lisa, did you see the intro to the show? No. So you didn't see little Steve fall over? No.
I have to see that. He actually fell over.
So we were talking on one of the shows.
I'll be back in 2 seconds while you two do this.
we were talking on one of the shows before a couple of weeks ago, and little Steve leans on his chair and falls over. Let me replay. Sorry, guys, I'm just going to replay the intro to the show so Lisa can see it. 2 seconds. Ignore the countdown bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So there
Literally
you
the
go.
end of the show, wasn't it? Literally.
Right at the end of the show. However, what we didn't see was after that, I was just in stitches for about 3 minutes. I couldn't talk. I was just laughing at him so much for falling over. So I forgot where I was going with that now. Oh, yeah, he was leaning like that. That's what it was, because he turned around and he went like that, and whack, he went over. But that's the same chair. So every time he leans on that now, I'm just expecting him to go over.
It was the old house. It was uneven, I reckon. Although I do keep looking for a new chair, but I can't justify it.
Yeah.
So Kathy said, no, Kathy, sorry, Rachel said, does your wife have any tattoos, Lisa?
Yeah, she's got a Sonic and a Mario tattoo on her leg, and she's got quite a few upper arms. Like she's got like white in there, a star, a butterfly. But I think because she's got the Mario and the Sonic on one leg, I think she's building like a gaming sleeve on her leg.
That'd be cool.
I'd like to do that as well at some point because my arms are like bare. I've just got a tattoo there and on my hand and one there, and one here as well, and then obviously the Batman one.
Yeah,
That's true.
The room's smaller, so the bookcases will save you.
I think the thing is that I could do with an additional shelving at the top, you know, but obviously I've got that stuff up there now. I don't want to particularly move it. Oh, I'll tell you what I have done actually.
Not because you can't reach it.
No. I found my box of pops, so I've put them up here as well.
Your
So
pops. Oh, your pops. Right.
yeah. So I've put my pop figures behind everything now. But I did actually. We asked. He said about pickups. Just realised there's a couple of them I picked up. So I went to one of the charity shops yesterday, and I think they were like £3 each. So I picked up. So Jack Skellington.
Mm-hmm.
This one is my favourite. Carl from Up.
Okay.
This one's probably I'm going to try and sell. I think because it's I weren't interested, but it was good. It was going for a good sale, so I've got Dobby. Sorry, the light's not great, and this thing.
All right. Is that?
But I had a look.
Don't they morph in Doctor Who into other stuff?
I don't know because I don't think I have not seen it.
Anyway, I think we both know a reseller that might buy Dobby off you if he loves his wife enough.
Well, no, it's not. It's not Dobby. No. Dobby's mine.
Oh, you're keeping Dobby.
Yeah, it's this one.
It's a piece of fat that comes off their body.
That's it.
It's a piece of fat that comes off the person's body.
Michelle said it's a piece of fat that comes off the person's body.
It's like little aliens.
All right, okay. The glows in the dark.
I knew it was something strange from
An Underground Toys exclusive, so I picked it up anyway for like the £3 or whatever. But I was well up with Carl and Skellington.
Cool. Right. So we'll move into free for all, and we'll see if we can get anybody in. I am conscious that we haven't done either of the wheels either, and we'll do them in a minute. 2 seconds. So I've just put the link into the chat, ladies and gents. Feel free to come on. Tell us what you've been watching, what you've picked up, what you've been enjoying. or if you've just got any questions for either of us or even Lisa, and just we're at your mercy for the remainder of the show here. Obviously, your wife's into a Doctor Who there. What other series do you watch when they're on, or are you looking forward to like Stranger Things or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely Strange Things, because I binge watched the first 3 seasons in a week, I think. Me and Michelle was up about 4 o'clock in the morning binge watching Strange Things.
Yeah.
Probably Walking Dead as well, because I've recently started Walking Dead, but I'm on season 9 already. So
Recently started, and I'm on season 9.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I think I started about 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been watching it on Disney Plus, and then after that, it's going to be Fear of the Walking Dead, and then I heard about like the movies that's coming out as well. So I'll be watching all of them.
Apparently, Fear is better than The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, apparently Fear is meant to be a lot better than The Walking Dead. I sort of lost interest in The Walking Dead around about season 9. I watch it. I still watch it now. I haven't seen the last like 2 episodes of the current season that's just finished. But I just find it's gone really, really slow. It
has its moments of that though.
the first couple of episodes in like seasons 3 and 4, where you've got to like the governor and things like that, and when you first meet Negan, they were really, really good, and they brought you back in to watch the rest of the season. All the stuff with the Whisperers. Have you up to that point with the Whisperers yet?
I think so. Yeah, I haven't watched it for about a week or so because I've been binge watching ER.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I won't spoil it for you. I've got a habit of spoiling things for people, but I won't spoil it.
Hence the T-shirt, liking that.
Yeah, I have got a habit of spoiling things.
In general,
in general.
I watched the newest Skyline movie. I watched that as well last night for the first time.
Yeah, I saw you posted that. Did you not realise it was a continuation to Skyline?
No, because when it first started, obviously I seen the characters from Beyond Skyline. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't remember anything from Beyond Skyline. So then when I was watching this new one, I was just clueless. But I did finish it. It was okay. It's not as good as the very first one. That's my favourite one.
Yeah, Skyline's got an interesting twist because it's from the perspective of looking out through the flat and people's reactions to that, isn't it? And
yeah.
Then Beyond Skyline is about more people running around on the ground during the invasion or whatever. And then Skylines, if I remember it, they go up into the spaceship, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that. I don't like the hybrid alien type of feel that they've gone for in it, where obviously it's a brother, isn't it, that gets turned into a full alien, and she's like a hybrid sort of. Yeah. I don't know how they can make 3 movies out of that one premise, to be fair.
And then the ending of that film, it's like leading up to another film, isn't it? Because the way they ended it.
Yeah. Yeah. Lana's asking for the wheel.
Oh, right, well, what Lana wants, Lana gets.
She is my wife, mate. You know what they say.
Hey up. Yeah, go for it.
Let me know when you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Okay. So this is the homework wheel, Lisa. So this is how we get what film we're going to watch this week, and then we review it next week. Here we go.
What is that? The Running Man. Okay.
Ah, I love that. We've got it. Right. And then while we're here, we might as well get the year done as well. 2 seconds, guys, while I just swap over. Okay, and I've removed 1985. Yeah.
That's cheesy as hell. 98. $19.98.
Is she going to talk?
1998.
There we go. 19, right, okay. That's good, that. The Running Man in 1998. I can work with that for next week.
Chuff with that.
Another one I've got on DVD.
I put it on Blu-ray.
4 times.
No, just the once, I think, Running Man.
So you're a big fan of the Schwarzenegger 80s action movies, Lisa?
Yeah, like like the typical ones like Predator and Terminator and Commando.
You recently watched Commando, didn't you, Steve, for the first time?
Yes, yeah, I did, yeah. I don't know why I never got around to it, but I just love his one-liners in it. It's brilliant.
Cool. Yeah, so I've just put the link back in, guys, as well. Like you say, as always, you are welcome to pop on. So this week's homework is The Running Man, and we've got 1998 as the year. If you do want to put a film on our movie wheel, please comment on this video after it goes live on YouTube, and we'll pick up your comments from there, and then we'll add them onto the wheel for next week. Sorry?
So go on.
Shabba's done it a few times and stuff like that, so he's definitely got the hang of it. And while you're there, I did bump into somebody on Tuesday that said, I was from Movie Chats, but they haven't hit the subscribe button, but they watch us. So I don't know why you've not hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. It makes all the difference to me and Steve. And you might as well comment on your movie while you're there as well. So, yeah, tick all the boxes all at the same time. What about Sully? I let him go. What am I missing here?
Don't know. Porkies, what are you on about?
I think Porky's is watching another channel somewhere else.
Maybe. Pat said she's still in pain from a fall. Thanks for asking. Oh, bless her. I hope you get well, Pat. Yeah.
Yeah, so line from Commando. Right, okay. Yeah. Sorry, Porkies. I was a bit slow on the uptake there. Lana's asking, what else did you get for your birthday, Steve, apart from a big bag of sweets that we sent you?
Yeah, like I say, I got the 1 second. I got the movie I was talking about. I got some money off mum and dad and that, and I got the obligatory 40-year-old cup, and a set of pajamas, I think, Marvel ones or something. Not a lot, but to be fair, what do you buy? You know what I mean? Lou had said to me this morning, she was like, oh, she'd gone out and got a card, I think, this morning with Little, and she'd come back and she was like, she got me a £30 CEX voucher, which I paid for some of the camera I bought today. And she said, oh, you're lucky. I was like, I'm a lucky shrimp. I was going to get you an iPad, but Curry's didn't open till 10.
So, funny enough, I said that to Lance when we were looking for something. He was like, what do I get the man that's got everything, including diabetes?
But this is the thing. I thought it was so hilarious that it was like, I got you a £30 CEX voucher, but you're lucky because I nearly bought you an iPad Pro, but Curry's weren't open. Like, yeah, all right, cheers.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm not lucky again at Christmas.
9 o'clock. Yeah.
I said to her I didn't want one, but I think that's where she was trying to explain. Was obviously I'd said I didn't particularly need one yet. I've got an iPad anyway. but she just because little one nicks it all the time, she was going to get me another one. But that all that'll happen with that is it'll be the exactly same thing. He'll end up nicking that one as well.
See, I've asked Lawrence to get me some Warhammer stuff for my birthday, and I bet you she's forgot which ones I've asked for and which ones.
I'm sure she's written them down. I reckon she's already got them on order.
Yeah. But the bloke in Warhammer did say to her though, if you come in when he's not with you, I remember what he wants.
Oh, Porky's just explained it was a line from Commando.
Yeah, you're about 3 minutes too late, Steve. We've already.
Sorry, dude. I was just negotiating for a T-shirt.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, you are live on YouTube, by the way, Steve. You know, your priority should be here, not that Wallace and Gromit T-shirt you're trying to steal.
Well, I've got it.
You got it. How much did you pay?
I can't tell you that, mate. It's on YouTube.
I'll just message Diggs in a minute. Whether he's offered,
No, he's done me a deal, mate, to be fair. He's done me a deal.
Right. Let me fix that then. There was a Wallace and Gromit T-shirt shared on one of the sites that we're all in on Facebook, and he's been going nuts to get it. It was in 1989. Wrong trousers, was it?
Yeah.
Wrong trousers, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he's been negotiating all evening on that T-shirt.
We love Wallace and Gromit, but when my son sees that, he'll love that. To say, he's like, yeah, it's not for your kid, is it? Because he's too big. I'm like, no, it's not for him. It's for me.
Okay, Lisa, I'm going to put you on the big screen then, when you tell the guys where they can find you and everything else, and what type of content you put out, and hopefully we can get you a few more subs and get you a few more watches.
Okay. Well, you can find us on YouTube, obviously, Retro Girls UK, and you can also find us on Facebook. We've got a Facebook group, Retro Girls UK Movies and Gaming, where you could post like your pickups or collections, or even promote your YouTube on there, because we've got about 20 people on there promoting the YouTube. So we're just basically all on there just to help each other. We do have an Instagram as well, which is Retro Girls UK 1, I think, where we show close-ups of our pickups as well. But you'll mainly see our content on YouTube, which is Retro Girls UK.
Good stuff.
Nice one.
And it is good content, guys. So go and give the girls a sub, and
Thank you.
yeah, and go back and watch some of the stuff. Like I say, I do laugh when you're in the stores. I can see the wife pulling you back. Oh no, you're not having that. And I can just imagine that's what the Voices in Steve's head says when he's buying another copy of Spider-Man No Way Home or whatever. Yo, you've got.
How dare you?
You don't need another copy. All right, ladies and gents, and on that note, we'll love you and leave you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you for joining us again for another week. We have got, like I say, The Running Man in 1998. If I remember correctly, 98 was quite a good year. At the end of the 90s starts to pick up a little bit, doesn't it? And then it drops off in the early 2000s. So yeah, hopefully we should have a good show.
Thank you so much for coming on, Lisa. Appreciate it.
Lainey, I'll probably be in touch about coming on next week for a quiz if you're free. Lisa, lovely to have spoken to you. Thank you for agreeing to come on. I know it must be a bit daunting for someone out the blue just to message you, just to say.
Just the randoms.
A random message. I've just found your channel. How about you coming on? But thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to talk to you and go through your collection and everything else.
Well,
thank you for having me. Nice to have met you both. But yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, it's lovely to meet you.
Good stuff.
Yeah, whenever you'll have me.
Well,
thank you.
As you've seen from tonight's show, Lisa, we do put the link in the chat, so you're more than welcome to jump on when we're on there and just drop us a note if you've got anything good that you want to share. You can come on at any time. We are on Facebook via Movie Chats and Film Geeks. The majority of you are already members on there. Like I say, if you want to put a movie on the wheel, wait for me to put this video up live and then comment below. while you're there, smash the subscribe and like buttons as well. Like I say, they are great. As you saw from Little Steve's video, the more that you comment, the more you like, the more views that we get.
Yeah, please do.
And we're on Instagram as well at Movie Chats 2021. And the same as Lisa, we do share what we've picked up there, anything cool that we want to get out beforehand. Are you stroking a dog there?
Hang on.
Oh, there we go. I was just wondering what you had. I just saw your hands going like that. I was just like,
No, I was like, got floppy ears, and I was paying for ears.
Okay, guys. So, and on that note, we're gonna love yous and leave yous, and we will catch you next week. Okay.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.